Well, it's me again. You know, you pick up a whole pile of things over the years, and it's like a tree branches off. You're trying to remember one thing, and all this stuff comes into your mind as you're going along, because it all fits chronological order. It's mesmerizing. I wouldn't wish this on anybody. The deceit, the evil crap these people come up with. It's you gotta wonder. Suits and letters before their names, after their names, and they can come up with it. I feel pretty important. You must all feel important. We work with our hands. We're tradesmen for the most part, and this is all they can come up with. They don't even want to talk to us. Pretty pathetic. I don't feel like the loser. They're the losers. Who the hell can live off blood money and feel like they've accomplished something? Because I guarantee they're not going to take it with them, and they're not going to come back for it. And I'll say again, I'll be waiting for them on the other side. And the ones that are there, well, they're going to be held for me. I've made that deal in my mind. That's how it's going to work. And they're going to remember what they've done to people, and they're going to have a nervous laugh when they remember. And on their deathbeds, where it really counts, well, they'll beg not to go, but I'll get them. I'll have my health back. It'll be my turn. I'll get them. But anyways, in South America, and in some of these banana republics, people get up in the morning, they appear out of their huts to see if government troops are around to shoot at them. Well, in Canada, you get that bullet in the mail. That's what this is all about. They can't take us out and shoot us. They can't put us in camps. That's been tried. Didn't work then either. Of course, we don't have the American Army and the Canadian Army and British coming to save us. We're screwed. Simple as that. I've come to realize that now for years. When you have stuff in your file that shows how evil they are, when you have absolutely everybody after your diagnosis and operations, you have everybody on your side, supposedly, and they still don't want to talk to you, what else can it be? I mean, these same people, if they could, they'd shoot us. I have no doubts at all about that. So all I'm doing here with this is just throwing names out there. This is what they did. Gene Sentes, vicious bitch. God almighty. I was told by one of her co-workers, because I didn't know I was supposed to see her. I was called when I was in their building to see her, and I couldn't figure out what she was about when I was there. But afterwards, I had somebody, and I can't remember who that person was, and it doesn't matter, said she could take on the whole Rough Rider line. Defense or offense, didn't matter. She's a miserable, tough bitch. But I said to her at the meeting, I said, must be nice to have union protection. We're not unionized. We do this because we're, who we are, our quality of work. No. 2 weeks later, I see her name in the damn Star Phoenix. She's a union leader. They can't even be honest about that. They wanted a raise. Well, they're taking our money again. The workers' comp is set up for one reason: injured workers. Simple. That's it. There's no other reason for it. But over the years, I've learned that they've been giving back you can check on this, tens of millions of dollars to corporations in Saskatchewan. And the reason they're giving it back is they have such a good record. Non-injury, the lost time injury, records. And the fact is that a lot of people know when they get injured on the job, they're not supposed to go see their doctors. They're supposed to see the company doctor. Well, of course, you're not going to be injured according to them. So, working hand in hand, businesses with workers' comp, it's just a savings and loans. And we all know what happened in the States with the savings and loans. A lot of people went to jail, money went missing. Well, that's what's going on here. That's all this is, savings and loans. The money is actually workers' money, but it's going Back to the businesses. That's all this is about. And doctors have started, some corrupt doctors have started their own therapy programs here. I can't name all of them, or any of them maybe. I know Wascana was one of them, and they were pretty dirty. The guy sitting there with his hand half missing, crying, blood pouring out of his hand, and they were pushing him to keep trying harder. Pretty disgusting group of people, I would think, but I saw it with my own eyes. I used to wonder what happened to that guy, you know. But imagine, you got sitting there with, you got this missing. It's all bloody and raw. You know, disgusting to look at. And the guy's got tears running down his eyes, and they're making him bounce a basketball with some old lady. Well, how do you stop it without getting hit? You know. And they're telling him to get out there and try harder. Give one for the Gipper there. You know, I mean, I don't understand that attitude. And but now I hear it's thousands of dollars a day some days for some workers. That's what they charge for them. And now I guess you can understand, you know. You drive into these places, you go by and there's brand new vehicles parked there for the staff. Well, some of these people are in their 20s and they're driving brand new cars, living in brand new homes. Well, they're extremely well paid, but so Hitler in the 30s paid these people quite well too, his minions. But this is a plutocratic society now. Big businesses are paying off guys like Gormley, you know, and the media. You take like the Star Phoenix and the Aspers. You wonder, like I'm more than just wondering. I'm pissed right off at the Star Phoenix. Given who owns it, and lest we forget what's going on here, this is quite all right for them to do this, society to do this to injured people. I don't mind saying I helped build this country. These people are tearing it down. I grew up thinking this was the best. I was a flag waver. The best goddamn country on the planet. And now I think when they talk about Canada standing, I think they're comparing toilets, because it's downhill. It's downhill. There's so much shit going on here that nobody's supposed to know about. So much. Check with the simple things like the High Commission in Hong Kong. See if you can find out something what's going on there. We got triad members coming into Canada buying businesses up, and then they're not being found. Whining and dining the High Commission office, and an RCMP officer fired for investigating, and a 25-year veteran of Canada immigration who was driven nuts by the treatment, his treatment, because he wanted to investigate it. And it's just going on. It's just, a triad member said Canada is the most corrupt nation on the planet today, and I agree with him. And that's a triad member. It's so easy to pull off a scam here to get into this country. It's so easy to cheat Canadians. And they're given carte blanche. Go ahead and do it. Like I said, if you're a dirty, rotten SOB, please feel free to come to Canada. The government here will welcome you with open arms. Again, I say, if you walk down the street and shoot somebody, a smart lawyer can get you off. But if you get injured, well, maybe if you died in the accident, it would have been better off. I feel like that a lot of times. I don't know, like, again, what I did wrong, but they're making me pay every day for it. I've been murdered back then, and they're murdering me every day since. It's just not official yet. But anyways, Jean Sentes, filthy, filthy bitch, said I was entitled to $16.25 a month. Said it was up to her whether I lived or died financially. Had a stoolie standing there, bare-knuckled, and stared at me to intimidate me through the whole meeting. And then she wrote a letter a few months later saying I wasn't entitled to $16 or $1,625 a month instead of $16 a month. So that's the letter they're showing everybody. What a greedy bastard I am. You know, 20 years ago, turning down that kind of money. Well, never was that kind of money. Supposed to be more than that originally, but I made good money as a welder. I don't have it now. But anyways, WC Bullets are in the mail. Thank you.